Happy football morning. Look how happy we have to be. This is the cup that my wife gave me for coffee. Yes, coffee. Dak Prescott, better than ever. Slow down. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of your Dallas Cowboys. Well, we're getting ready for a big day of football, leading up to a big off-season of football. And, of course, around here, the big off-season of football will include Dak Prescott. We'll get to the money in a minute, and we're going to spend a lot of time on the money. I wish the Cowboys would just make it go away. And there is a way to make it go away, and we'll discuss that over the course of upcoming weeks. Hopefully not over months and months and months and months, because it'll get done. We talked to Stephen Jones the other day, Cowboys COO. And in regard to Dak Prescott's rehab, he said, ahead of schedule. Here's the quote from Stephen to us. He's been able to avoid any setbacks. If anything, he's ahead of schedule, which shouldn't be surprising given the way he goes after every challenge. It's full speed ahead with Dak, and he's done a great job to this point. And from everything that I hear, all that is true. And didn't you already know that? Didn't you already think that? Dak Prescott is not exactly a sit around and eat bonbons and lay on the couch and watch Netflix kind of guy. There's a photo of him. In fact, I'll use the photo in the video. The photo of him throwing last spring. And obviously, photo angles and stuff. I mean, listen, James Harden didn't really gain 1,000 pounds. He might have gained, I don't know what he gained. But all of a sudden, the pictures of him now playing for the Nets make him look like he's 10 pounds overweight, but a week ago he looked like he was 50. This picture of Dak, I mean, look at it. We already know that his thighs are like this. This picture makes him look like he's jacked up top, which he is, and it makes his waist look this big. So, yes, Dak Prescott's going to put the work in. Armani and Rappaport, NFL Network, this weekend, had some details on what's going on. And then here's the quote from Rapp. Based on the work he's put in, they think he's going to come back. The Cowboys think he's going to come back better than ever. This is where I say we should tap the brakes. This is the Dallas Cowboys hyperbole. Not Rappaport's fault, Cowboys' fault. Let's do the background just as a painful reminder. Horrific season-ending ankle injury. I remember we had a conversation. I was in the press box, and I got on the phone, and then I did a conference call. We're not going to use that photo, are we? We're not going to show that video on our websites, are we? And we decided not to. Somebody else go ahead. And more power to you. I don't know. Maybe I have a weak stomach, or maybe I think you have a weak stomach, or maybe I think watching it once enough live, and then TV showed it again. I think seeing a guy's foot that's supposed to be like this, going like this, once is plenty. I think the 6-10 finish is a direct and absolute correlation to that day. And I don't just mean you were robbed of a good player. I don't just mean, that's not even close to what I mean. I mean you were robbed of your spirit. You were robbed of your heart. You were robbed of your soul. It sucked the life out of you. If I haven't said it this way before to you, I'll say it now. I know I've said it a couple times on the radio. If you go around your neighborhood, I think I have said this here, the deflatable Santa Clauses. Yeah, I've told you about that. That's what the Star looked like that week, and it stayed that way. And Mike McCarthy tried to pull it together with sledgehammers and watermelons, and Andy Dalton did what he could do, and Zeke did what everybody did what they could do. But it wasn't enough because they were lacking something, and what they were lacking wasn't just physical. He was hobbled and they were wobbled. Here's the one thing I think we should tap the brakes on. Not the part about where Rappaport gives us the details. He's on the anti-gravity treadmill. And again, this is standard stuff. He's in the HydroWorks pool. And they have this pool. You may have seen it at the Star. And again, the Star's right there, and Dak lives right there. I don't mean to say we're in the same neighborhood, but you know what I'm saying. So the ability for Dak to zip down from Prosper and go into the Star, into the walking pool, where you're doing all this exercise, you're doing real cardio, and you can be doing strength training in there too, but you're taking all the pressure off your ankle, which isn't, obviously it's not ready to be run on yet, but he is walking. I think the boot's gone. Crutches are either gone or soon to be gone. And then you exercise your way into shape without having to put pressure on your ankle by being on the anti-gravity treadmill and in the HydroWorks pool. All great. Ahead of schedule, I believe it. Doing everything he can, no question about it. Come back and negotiate your way to a deal. People are now, I don't know where the number comes up. 39.5 is like the new number if you like Google that contract. 39.5. I don't know where. I don't know who came up with that. Last year, as we reported, exclusive, Cowboys offered 35 times 5. Jane Slater is among those people that have talked about 40. And we've talked about 40. So I don't know what 39.5 means. I don't know why. I mean, if the Cowboys say 39.5 and Dak says 40, let's just go. That's $500,000. Okay? Why don't we, let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. You're not going to ruin the rest of your roster free agency wise because you overspent $500,000 on the centerpiece quarterback, who is the centerpiece person in the whole building. Not just on the whole football team, the whole building. Keep in mind, by the way, he played for $31.4 million, and you offered him $35. If he's on the tag next year, it's $38. So why would you offer him anything less than $38? You're already tagging him for that. And then when you do a 5-year deal that the Cowboys would like, or the 4-year deal that Dak wanted last year, or the 3-year deal that he might, with his agent, ask for this year. For that matter, might as well ask for a 2-year deal. And hit free agency again when there's a brand new TV contract and brand new salary cap. But once you've written the check for 38, you might as well write the check for 40. You do it based on what Stephen Jones also told us the other day. He's our quarterback. We're fired up about it. We're fired up about him leading us in the future. We're fired up about our future with Dak. He will be totally healthy. There is no medical reason that ankle surgery causes him to not be him. There's just no blockade there. Which leaves only this. Better than ever is what somebody inside the Star told Ian. Better thrower? Because he had ankle surgery? Better reader of defenses? Because he had ankle surgery? His waist is already this big. You make it smaller? Because he had ankle surgery? His arms and shoulders are already this big. You're going to get bigger? I could, conceivably, but not much. not realistically much. Because right now he's on the, do it much more and you're built like Jalen Smith. Do it much more and you're a bodybuilder. Dak's thighs are going to get bigger? Not really. He will be a better quarterback. If he's a better quarterback, it'll be because of his mind. It'll have nothing to do with having ankle surgery. It'll have nothing to do with walking on the treadmill. It'll have nothing to do with walking in the pool. So be careful on this, Cowboys. Don't make the. I hate when the Cowboys make these promises. His rehab's going great, fine, and he's gonna come back better than ever. He won 11 straight games as a rookie. He's not coming back better than that. He's already jacked. He's not coming back more jacked. He was already going to, just through the process of maturation, be smarter as a quarterback. That was going to happen anyway. Ankle surgery doesn't make you smarter. It happens all the way down there. The hype train aside, we're obviously excited that Dak Prescott is rolling back. We anticipate the Cowboys being wise enough to close this deal, and then Cowboys Nation doesn't need Dak to be better than ever based on surgery. They need him to be at his very best because he's their very best player. Thanks for subscribing to what we do here. Hit that bell so you know what we're doing, and tell a friend, as I think the last time I looked, we're approaching 20,000 of us hanging out here 3 or 4 times a day. And the Dez Bryant hoodie. Sorry, Dez. Dez got ousted with the Ravens. But Cole Beasley is still standing, so you have that to root for. We'll give away that Dez Bryant hoodie, courtesy of Dez, here in a little bit. So stick with us, and thanks for subscribing. Fish in Frisco, out.